Was that a Tesla that just went by?
Was it? Nah.
No, dude, it wasn't. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
This one? Go porcupine.
Do you have Pluto rising?
Negative on Pluto rising. I have squiggle noodle butt.
Okay, man. Weren't we supposed to do something today?
Breakfast? I made you breakfast.
You made me breakfast. You made me coffee.
Were we docking with a space station?
No, the ISS docking is tomorrow. Where are you going? Okay, good. The ISS docking is tomorrow. Oh.
We took the space pups for a spacewalk.
No,
We did that.
I've gotta fix the teleputer antenna.
What was
so
that
that we
for?
can. Yeah, we got the Space Force live stream tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
I hope it. Well.
Is it
Oh, I should go fix that now, shouldn't I?
You should go fix it.
I should go fix that. Okay.
Ooh,
all right.
Tek's in trouble.
Okay.
Tek's in trouble. Take this one with you. She'll protect you.
Come on, space dogs.
In the meantime, did he take his cards with him? Let's see. Let's get some better cards. No, it's no good. What was that?
Space dogs.
Go help him. Go help him.
Space dogs. Clear. 25.
Roxanne, come here.
15.
Okay.
10.
And welcome. We totally knew it was today.
Tricked you.
And the teleputer is all fixed.
I fixed the teleputer
See?
antenna yesterday.
Teleputer. It's real. Welcome to the party, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, I'm Lisa Matrakin, or Space Commander Star Bunny today. And this is my lovely assistant, Tek Support. Or today, Mission Specialist, Space Tek.
I think it's funny that I invented Space Force and I get to be a mission specialist. But you know, it's better than being like the dude who cleans the space windows or something.
Space window washer. And Tek Support is not kidding. He did, in fact, invent Space Force.
He did.
The Space Force is very popular today. Everyone's talking about the TV series and the actual Space Force. But none of those are real because they do not come from the Department of Space Force. See? Department of Space Force. And it says so over here as well. We'll show this a close-up of this later on in the show. This is actual physical proof that Space Force was invented by Tek Support in 1980?
I think it's in the back. No?
There was a date on this. It was either 80 or 82.
Yeah, I don't know where. We'll have more Baby Tek
this
art
will be
to show you
examined
later. Yeah.
up close. All right, and who's with us? Are there people here? Are we all alone out in space by ourselves, lonely? And
I think we might be.
oh no, we've been out in space for so long.
I have to actually go and like load the video and stuff. I don't have the stream up.
For those of you who do know us, this is the Space Force party, and we are celebrating my 1 year on YouTube, which is just extraordinary. Time flew by so quickly, and it's you guys that made this journey possible. It's you that made this channel what it is. So we're throwing this party to thank you and to have an amazing goofy time for the next 2 hours to celebrate it together. We'll have a ton of things. I have a schedule all written out on my little notes of all the things that we need to cover. We'll have giveaways. We'll have clips that show our recent events in town. We'll have winners to announce. We'll have prizes to give out. We have a short art demo today. We'll have We'll go through all of the art that I've created on YouTube over the past year, all of the art that I got to keep anyway, because a lot of it went out to you guys as event prizes as well. And also I discovered today that Madame Lori owns like a third of all the art that I've ever created, which is why my folder isn't as thick as I expected it to be. So we'll have a lot of fun. There will be more surprises coming. And of course, the biggest thing today is the giveaways. So remember, the more people we get to actually watch the stream at any given moment, the more giveaways will happen. Every new 30 people that appear in the viewing list, in the viewers list, we'll do a giveaway, and we'll be giving away a book.
We already have 46.
Every time. 46? Wow, welcome. That means that we can do our first giveaway. That's crazy.
We're not ready yet.
We won't start with it. We'll still.
Log in as the wrong account. I'm in the stream as my work account.
That's pretty funny. Oh, does that count you as an extra viewer?
Let me quickly like the channel.
Maybe, yeah. Please remember to like. If you don't subscribe to my channel yet, please subscribe. And invite your friends. Call your mom and ask her to watch, because when we hit 60 viewers, we'll do a second giveaway. At 90 viewers, we'll do a third giveaway. And on and on and on. My channel has 1,700 subscribers. There's no reason for us to not get several hundred people in here, theoretically. I know it never actually happens. There are always like 40 people in the stream. But if you spread the word, go tell everyone in the Facebook groups that you like to hang out in. You know, call your friends, call your family, ask them to tune in. The eyeballs, more eyeballs will get us more giveaways. Wow, I'm like so totally out of breath already. Space is hard.
It's really hard to breathe in space.
Contrary
to popular belief, there's no air.
Thankfully, we have ventilators. So all these goofy terms that you guys will hear us using actually come from this original Space Force script that Baby Tek wrote when he was, 8 years old? Something like that.
If that was 1980, I was 7. Yeah, 7, 8, something like that. I was already in high school.
Yeah, not kidding. We'll also be reading the names of the people who joined Space Force in the past couple of weeks. We've had an incredible event going on in my Facebook group, Tom, link of course in the video description below. And people have been joining. Everyone's been making hats. We had a space hat competition, so people have actually been making helmets and hats. We have astronauts and aliens as well, and people have been coming up with their own space names. So everyone who submitted their names up until yesterday are on this very special list that we'll be reading. And this is one of the few occasions where it's okay to butcher people's names, because some of these names are several lines long and are in alien speak. So this will be quite challenging. But you know how every live stream, if you have guests or if you're calling someone, like if you're giving a shout out to someone, the first thing that everyone starts with is, "Oh, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name." And a lot of names do get butchered. Names will be butchered today, but today it's okay, because I think a lot of the people on this list can't actually pronounce their own names. Like Yumina Robotronobot.
Robotronobot. There's an entire Robotronobot clan.
Yes, but not all of them are related.
It's like the Smith clan in the United States.
Yes, we have the Robotronobot. We've been practicing saying this word for 2 weeks. Robotronobot. It kind of rolls off your tongue after a while.
Yeah.
All right, what's happening in Techland? Is there anything?
I'm getting my workflow. So.
Also Tek has some new toys.
Yeah, if you're a patron, you saw some of my new toys. We have a Blackmagic ATEM switcher now. We've got a whole new streaming software set up. If you could see what's going on over here, I have like a space control station with 3 iPads, a laptop, 2 monitors, a light that I forgot to turn on, the ATEM Mini, this like alien device that's controlling the mics, and the most important technological device, coffee. I even have a mute button, so I can mute
so
myself.
he can slurp his coffee. Well, the important thing about the mute button is that you have to remember to click it again so that you don't do the rest of your show in mine.
Well, they would just hear me through your microphone.
Did you actually unmute yourself?
Yeah, I unmuted myself. Come on, I'm tech support.
I am so glad you repaired the teleputer antenna. is we'll actually be using this teleprompter again later on in the show to pass something from Space Force Station here to another station in the universe. So stay tuned for that. There will be a lot happening today. You have your own list of people, and I've color-coded this. We have purple and orange, the colors of Space Force.
Space Force, represent.
So you can read the purple ones, and I'll read the orange ones.
Okay.
These are the people that have joined Space Force in the last 2 weeks.
Commander Starbunny.
That's me. Mission Specialist Tek Support.
How can you say that I only joined Space Force in the last 2 weeks when I created Space Force as a child? Let's just say I finally renewed my subscription. How's that?
Okay. Except for the first two people. Everyone who follows these two people have just joined.
Carveline, Robotronobot.
Senior Commander Valkyrie aboard Freedom Vagabond with Flight Crew Aurora Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force.
Yumina Robotronobot. Second cousin of Carveline Robotronobot. Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force. Carveline Narcorophabot.
Not to be confused with Narcotrafficabot. That's a totally different branch of Space Force.
Completely different and not
We don't talk about that.
Not our friends at all, and completely unrelated to the Robotron-bots, by the way. Welcome.
Mystical Madam Star Fortune, creator of fortunes and maker of worlds.
Oh, and she has a message for us.
Hello, this is Mystical Madam Star Fortune, creator of fortunes and maker of worlds. I am a traveler of inner and outer space, trying to build a compassionate universe, a world where there is only fun and festive magic, and good fortune, and ice cream. Lots of ice cream. Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force. And I actually got a message from Mystical Madam Star Fortune right before the show where she sent me proof of contact that she made in space this morning. So I will show you that picture on my phone later on.
That's cool. Good luck with this one.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Adelavati Imulbos.
You know that the Federation and Star Trek, like they've got probably an entire branch that's responsible for for teaching people how to pronounce the alien names and stuff, so that like you don't greet somebody and accidentally say, you know, something really bad, something that results in the destruction of worlds. Gobstopsalusi Narcoraphabot.
Again, not from the Narcobot clan. Totally unrelated.
I think most of the Narcobot clan lives in Colorado. Maybe Oregon.
That's on planet Earth. Maybe. We don't know. Ooh, okay. Adelavati Otto F-Up, also known as D.
Oh, that's so much easier.
Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force. Glitzy Galaxy Girl.
Yay!
Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome. Carveline Amuoras. Amuoras. Multipass.
Gobstopalusi Narcoraphabot.
We don't need to say it again. Not related. Carveline Erythorasiop.
It sounds like a dinosaur. I don't think that's right. Ithuseap.
Athuseop. Now that sounds like Dothraki.
Right? Maybe you got something going on with Khal Drogo or Khal one of the other ones. Who am I to judge?
Space Khal.
Aquarius Waterfall from the planet Neptune. Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force. Bugbug Lafraglacious.
Oh.
Bugbug Lafraglacious.
Bugbug Lafraglacious. Oh, is it French?
I think so. Welcome to Space Force.
We have colonized a planet. Name our people Bugbug.
Bugbug.
Sirian Tumn. That's a lot of consonants.
Okay,
Welcome to Space Force, consonant person.
Why do I always get the really long ones?
You pick the colors.
Ensign Fluffbumi Schniziot of the Devovipia 2 Division.
Oh, Devovipia Division number 2. I served with your father in one of the original galactic peace missions of Space Force to the planet that's next to you, where they were really mean. Your father was a cool dude.
Well, this particular recruit just graduated Space Force Academy, and she has photographic proof of it. We'll see it later on in the show.
This is so great. Legendary Candy Alien.
Yeah.
What's up, Legendary Candy Alien? I know about you.
We've heard the legends.
I know about you. Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome. Isolina traveling on Lola. For those of you who don't know what Lola is, that is levitating overland automobile.
I don't have one of those.
But we wish to.
Yes, I have a tractor though. It does not levitate. In fact, it does the opposite. Drive it over the mud and it's like
sinking
it
into
sinks.
land
Yes.
automobile.
Ooh. You did this on purpose.
I did not. They are typed in the order that they were submitted.
This person might be from Hawaii.
Oh.
Konu kanakine. That's how you would say it in Hawaiian. Konu kanakine from Kondo.
Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force.
But many more are joining. I saw a whole bunch of new names.
She kept giving me
this
updated
morning.
videos. She's like, oh, more submissions. Here's a new video.
Yes,
Here's a new
it's
video.
amazing. So the party is happening here, obviously, but it is still also happening in my Facebook group, Tom. So do check it out after the show, not now. The link is, of course, in the video description, where people are still posting their space hats. They're still posting their names. And since you're all here live in space with us, please do post your names. If we didn't read them on this amazing list, please post your space names in the comments and in the live chat, and we'll read them to you. All right, what's next for us? What should we do for them to entertain
Well, we've
them?
got 52 people, and so we should at least do one of the giveaways.
Ooh, okay, let's do a giveaway.
But the giveaway is going to happen with Nightbot, who is just going to pick somebody random who's been chatting. So if you want to tell them what they're winning? I don't even know what they're winning.
Oh,
I suppose that would help.
So I
If you
have
would like to win a sharp stick in the eye, join the YouTube channel.
I have 12 books published at this point, adult coloring books, and the winner of each of the giveaways will get any book of their choice in a PDF format. So the links to all of my books are in the video description.
In the video description.
Below. And also in the video description, there's a link to a page on my website that has all the flip-throughs for every single book. So you don't need to decide today. If you're the winner after the show, just go to the link, look at all the books. Some of them are video flip-throughs, some of them are picture flip-throughs, but you'll get to see the inside of every one of my 12 books. And I have some of them physically here that I will show you later on. I don't actually own all of my own books because I keep using the teleputer to send them to people. But I have a few of them that we can see later. So if you're the winner of the giveaway, we'll be in contact later on today, tomorrow, throughout the week. Whenever you're ready, just tell me which book you want and I'll send you the PDF of the entire book. If the Nightbot picks a winner and the winner already owns all the books and doesn't wish to participate, wishes to give this prize away to someone else, we'll run the Nightbot again, correct?
That seems really complicated. Because
But what if they already have all the books? What do we do?
then they should contact you to arrange a different prize.
Okay, we'll do
But
that.
no, we can't do, because then what if you don't have all the books, but you're like, I want a different prize? I will just tell her I have all the books.
Yeah, I think they should donate their prize to someone else and be like, we'll do an extra giveaway today.
We didn't plan for this contingency, so hopefully nobody who has all of the books wins anything.
We'll see what happens. This is space after all. Crazy things can happen.
We are
So
running in somewhat low latency, which means there's a 20-second delay between what I say and when you hear it. But Nightbot is in the chat, so Nightbot's going to announce the winner in the chat, and 20 seconds later, you'll hear us go,
yay!
because
Congratulations.
we're behind all the rest of you in
Yes.
time and space.
Space.
Are we ready?
We are ready. Let's do the first giveaway.
First giveaway.
La, la, la.
Actually, you know what? Let's wait, because I just turned Nightbot on, so he's just started keeping track of people who are talking in the chat.
You are such a tease.
I want to be fair. I
That's
just turned
true.
Nightbot on. He's tracking the chat right now, and so he's flagging who has been talking.
People
so just
start chatting like crazy.
Start chatting, and as long as you say something, he'll flag you as an eligible user.
Okay.
And
So perhaps while Nightbot is getting to know who's with us, we can show them some space hats.
okay.
Okay, so we had a space hat competition, and here are the submissions that came in. Technically, the cutoff date was 2 days ago, but submissions kept coming in. So up until this morning, I kept adding hats to the to the video. However, like I said, more are still out there. But here are some of the first ones.
Those were amazing.
Did you see the last one?
Those
Someone
were
actually took the coloring of the alien and made a hat out of it. Because we also had a coloring competition, so I wasn't actually sure if that person should be considered for both.
Space Force appreciates your dedication.
Yes, I saw Bug for Glacius in there too.
Yes.
Awesome. How crazy are those hats? Of course, that video went by really quickly so that we don't take up too much of your time and just to get you excited about all the amazing hats. I hope you're wearing them as we speak. But of course, check out the group so that you can see them in all their glory. So actually, because it seems that the hats came in two categories. We have Spacetronauts and aliens. I decided to have two winners for this competition.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we'll do a giveaway between the announcement of each winner. How's that?
So first, we'll announce the winner of the Spacetronaut hats.
Ooh, wow.
I am trying to remember this astronaut's name. Spacetronauts, I'm sorry. Spacetronauts' name. We were talking, you have so much in common with this Spacetronaut because this is the cadet that just graduated the academy.
That's right. Welcome to Space Force, Cadet.
Welcome to Space Force, Cadet.
Your father was a good man.
I think he's still alive.
Well, he is still a good man then. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Back in the day, he was good. We can't speak for him now. Congratulations, Cadet. Congratulations on your graduation and, of course, on winning our space hat competition. Your hat is amazing. I did have to analyze that photo to make sure that it wasn't Photoshopped, that you were, in fact, in front of the Space Force station. And that logo turned out to be legit. You were, in fact, there. Therefore, you win. Yay! And your prize is you get to pick any 3 pages that I've ever done, and I'll send you the PDFs of those. And if you are live with us on the show, you get to tell at any point during the show what tech support should draw for us, because there will be some live tech support drawings. So Tech and my admins and my moderators will keep an eye on the chat, and as soon as that request comes through, we will speak it aloud. And because there's so many people and there's so much happening in the chat, if we're not seeing your message, if we're not responding to your message, just keep typing it in all caps until we do. But our lovely moderators are here with us today, and they are keeping an eye on things, and they too will yell at us in all caps. All right, do you think Nightbot is ready for a giveaway now?
I think Nightbot is ready for a giveaway now.
Let's do our first giveaway. Remember, the winner will get a PDF of any book that I've ever published. That's 12 books to choose from.
First of all, let me see how many people are in the chat, because maybe we need to do 2.
2 back to back.
We're at 54. 54. So we only do 1 giveaway now, but we'll do another one
at 60.
Yes. If one of the mods can keep track of the number of viewers and tell me in the back channel chat when we cross the next 30 viewer increments.
They have their own private back channel chat.
Yo, we legit here in Space Force land. We got
from the Department of Space Force.
So much going on over here that you don't even know about.
Tech support has tech support.
That's true, because I can't do my job. All right. I've delayed this for long enough. Delayed this, and here we go.
Here goes Nightbot.
Connie Briley! Connie Briley! Woo!
Everyone knows about this already, right?
Knows about what? That there's a huge delay?
Yes, that Connie Briley won. Woo! Now Connie it's Briley. A party. Woo! Balloons. Yay! Congratulations, Connie. Please reach out to me on Facebook or reach out to Cindy or Mel or Isolina. And if you don't yet know which book you would like, please take as long as you need, the rest of today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Look at the links in the description below for all the books. Look at the link that takes you to my website, to a chapter called Flip Throughs. Flip through all the books. Make sure you pick the one that you like. Let me know. I'll send it to you. We'll be in contact. Yay! First giveaway, check. Now,
You stole my notes.
I did.
I have a piece of paper on which I make secret notes to myself.
I'm sorry, they're so secret. Remember, every 30 new viewers, we'll be doing a new giveaway. So at 60 viewers, we'll do a second one. And apparently we're very close to that number already, so we'll be keeping an eye on it. But again, if you're just tuning in, tell everyone you know, tell your friends, tell your family, tell people in the Facebook groups that you belong to tune into this channel so that we can get the viewers number higher and do more giveaways. All right, well, you guys saw the space hats. Remember that there are 2 categories. We already announced the winner of the Spacetronaut space hat winner. And now we have the Alien space hat winner to announce. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Legendary Candy Alien!
Congratulations! That's so awesome!
Legendary Candy Alien is amazing. Amazing, amazing. I heard that some very special paper was used to create that space hat. Very, very magical paper that she had stashed in her magical paper secret stash that nobody knew about. And as soon as she heard about this event, she went and got it. And it is also my understanding that she didn't even know that this was a competition. She just wanted to look pretty for our event.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so adorable.
So, Legendary Candy Alien, congratulations. Your prize is this book. This is Lisa's Lovable Wildlings.
How are we going to get that to her?
And it is a book of creatures. Well, thankfully, we have a teleputer.
Space Force teleputer.
And we know that your mom also has her own version of the teleputer. So we will attempt to send this book via this teleputer to your mom, who is hopefully in the live chat.
I'll hold the teleputer down here. Feed it in.
I will feed the book into the teleputer. So, did it work?
Yeah, it's not there.
It
went
worked! Legendary Candy Alien, Legendary Candy Alien's mom, please let us know in the live chat as soon as the book arrives. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay, but I think it should be there within the next few minutes. And also, of course, Legendary Candy Alien gets to tell Tek Support what to draw. So again, please.
Both of them get to tell me what to draw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, both of them get to tell you what to draw. So if you are there in the live chat, please, or anyone from your side of the universe is in the live chat, please let us know what your request is for Tek Support. But remember, it has to be space themed. That's the only requirement. All right, let's see. Let me check my trusty notes. Space hats, check. One giveaway, check. Is there anything happening in the live chat that I need to address? If there are any,
this is
out of control. I'm not teaching today, so I imagine there aren't a lot of questions.
You should
for
be
me.
monitoring the chat. There's just stuff scrolling by. I'm going to just read back anything that I see that's in all uppercase. Lots of congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. It's been amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
Lori's asking me about, Madam Lori.
Yes.
She's asking me about a code.
Yes, there is a code. The code was sent in right before the show. You must read it and you must tell me if you understand it. Okay.
She's been blowing up the chat and the admins are blowing
Here
up the
it
chat.
is.
Oh, wait, what? The stream went down?
Did it? Please let us know if you can still see us or if we disappeared. If we are still here and you can still hear me, if the stream cuts off at any point in time, a new stream will automatically start. All you have to do is go to my main channel page and you will see the new stream. So it seems that we are still streaming. The internet is a very strange place, stranger than space. So things may happen that are completely outside of our control. But again, if we do get cut off, because YouTube has been a very shaky place lately.
All right, I see myself being a fool on the internet.
I see two fools, so we are good. Okay, so we have this. There are 2 codes.
Oh.
What?
Oh. Bad admins, bad moderators.
Oh, did the admins get in trouble?
They
What happened?
confused me. Don't confuse the tech support. Okay. We apparently rose up in number, but then dropped again. And they've been reporting numbers to me, and all I saw was that the number went down. And I thought that the stream went down.
Oh, okay.
Apologies to all of you that you had to watch me do space Tai Chi.
It will happen again. Yes, admins, please just report to us when we are up for the next giveaway.
Yeah, I'll.
Okay, read this.
Oh gosh.
This. You can read it aloud.
Seriously?
You understand this?
Cadet, IBM 1620, Alder, Windows CE 2.0, Bluegoo, Apple WG, Server 60.8, Gaston 2, Intel Wireless Ethernet, Chilliwack, X Metal 3.1. I know what some of these things mean.
Wow, they have a secret language. This is Madame Laurie's. What's Madame Laurie's star name? Mystical Madame Star Fortune, and Space Support. Apparently have a secret code going on between the 2 of them.
If I had to decipher this, if this was what was that movie, Swordfish, where
You had 20 seconds.
where the guy has actually that scene is partially inappropriate, but whatever. If
Right.
somebody had a gun to my head right now, and they said that I had 30 seconds to figure this out, I'd be dead.
But you do get some of it, right?
I understand. Yeah, it's the context that I don't have. Madam Laurie, it appears you are smarter than I am.
I like the chilliwack part.
Chilliwack's a cool word.
Chilliwack.
Chilliwack's a super cool word.
All right, how are we on time? How are we on schedule? What else do we need to do?
We're good. We're to the part where tech support draws for up to 10 minutes.
All right, did we get
Oh, 63.
63. Time for our second giveaway. Let's do it.
So I'll give you guys a minute. The Nightbot is monitoring chat, but only if you've spoken within the previous 10 minutes will you be considered to be an eligible user.
Make some noise.
So just be sure that you're constantly chatting. If you're watching but you're not in the chat and you want to win something, you need to join YouTube, make an account. I know it's confusing because it's make a channel, and you're like, I don't want a channel, but that's just what they call your account.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a public channel.
It doesn't mean you're going to stream, doesn't mean that you're going to do anything other than win stuff. And who doesn't want to win stuff?
Exactly. And the prize for each of our giveaways is a free book. Any book of your choice, any book of mine of your choice, that will come to you in a PDF format as soon as you're ready and have made your request of which book you would like. So again, just type anything in the chat at all. It can be an emoji, it can be a word, you can say hello, you can tell us your space name, whatever, just as long as you make a post in the live chat. And then we'll have tech support make some art.
With an application that some of you told me to get that I don't know how to use. So this will be even more fun. It was one of the things that I was going to try and figure out how to do before the stream today, and it just didn't happen.
I have some other things that are being sent in to me as we speak. Oh my God. I'm getting requests on my phone of what tech support should be drawing.
Well, but it's the winners.
It's the winners. But if
how are they going to communicate that?
They
You know what, let's just do a giveaway. Let's just do a
giveaway.
Let's do all this drama, this nonsense. Nightbot, where are you?
There's no drama in space.
All right, here we go. Boom! MC!
Balloons.
I'm bringing them.
Can't have a party without balloons. Where are they?
What?
Where are they? There they are!
What?
MC! Congratulations. You have my contact. Just let me know which book you want. I know MC.
All right,
And
next one is at 90.
Wait. MC is with us here. That's you read it.
Oh.
That was a purple one.
Yeah, God Stop Salusi Narcorophabots, not from Colorado. Welcome to Space Force.
Welcome to Space Force, and congratulations to a giveaway.
Can't draw on my iPad with this.
No.
Or with this.
Please draw some space pizza.
Space pizza?
Yes.
Funny you said space and I did not expect pizza to be the rest of that word.
No clocks
Tech
today.
support will not.
No
The next
clocks.
segment is actually in my list over here, as tech support does not draw clocks.
The very first drawing that Tech Support did on my live stream
Was a clock.
was a grandfather clock.
very
that
accurate.
was very pointy and
It was accurate. It got
upright.
It worked out, right?
And
if there's one thing that I've learned from watching your stream, it's that the process is less important than
wait, what did you learn from me? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, I was going to say the process is less important than the finished result, but that's not actually true.
Do you want to teach that?
But no, the process is more important than the finished result. But it is important not to judge the quality of your art until it's progressed far enough.
I do say that.
Yes.
I do say
And-
that.
and
it progressed far enough.
Tech support will not draw clocks. Now we have to figure out how are they going to.
I was going to have them just scream it out in the live chat. But I don't know if they are in the live chat. If we don't get a request from either of them during the show in the live chat, because perhaps they are not able to join the live chat, I will get their requests after the show and we'll make Tech Support draw on the next live stream.
All right, I am opening up my back channel and.
Oh, he's gonna draw live. We're actually gonna see
Pizza
it.
Alien Story has info. Lori's Pizza Alien Story?
Yes, I will pull that up on my phone right now.
Okay, so we have
Space pizza.
space pizza. All right, let me actually figure out where my borders are here.
Why don't you mark them?
Yeah, so we got that, and then probably down
Oh,
to
this is legendary.
here. There we go. So we got that. All right, this is my boundary.
This is going to be space pizza.
I will draw first the surface of a planet. It is a planet in space, and we are very close to it. And it has continent things and
Continent things.
I'm going to draw there we go. So we've got, yes, and some stuff that goes off the edge of the screen, and
That's always important. You must have things going off the edge of the screen so that you know that the composition is cropped.
this is being done in Procreate with an Apple Pencil on an iPad Mini. And I should move it over so that I'm kind of in screen. There we go. All right, so this, who would like to name this planet? Somebody please name this planet in the
Yes,
chat.
planets need names.
I will come over to here, Nightbots. Tell me what's going on. All right.
La, la, la. I'm still looking for that code. There's more code for you.
All right, so this is planet surface. And then this is...
Is that the name, Planet Surface?
Yes, this is planet surface.
Planet Surface.
And planet surface has a pizza moon.
Pizza.
You all know that I love me some space pizza as much as I love space ice cream.
Space Scream.
Space cream. So this is pizza moon, and then there has to be a Space Force space station. What would a Space Force space station look like?
Like a spider.
Like a spider. Okay. So it's like this, and then it's like that. And if it's really like a spider, then it's like this, because them things is scary.
Space spiders.
Can I erase? Actually, I don't know how to use this app. Apparently, I'm not allowed to erase. Okay, no erasing for me. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he needs 2 more
Okay,
legs.
I have your code. You'll be reading it after the drawing.
Okay.
Wait, is that, how many legs is that?
8.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Yes.
Yeah, good.
Okay, good. So that's Space Force space station. That's a terrible space station. How do I erase? Let's see.
No, I like it. I really like it.
I don't like it.
Because it looks like a spider?
No, because
Magic.
look at that. So amazing. Okay, we are going to try.
In the meantime, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Help me out. Wait, what's up? What's up? Oh my goodness.
Kim wants the adult versions of the those story, the hot rocks and snakes.
Hot rocks. Rolling Stones, more hot rocks.
Rolling Stones, more hot rocks. But the adult version?
I'm not sure if we can do that on this channel.
Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom. Wow.
But how about you add some hot rocks to this environment here that you're creating? Oh yeah, okay, that's nice. Please, some hot rocks on the surface of this planet.
Hot rocks, but we're very far away from the planet.
Oh, but maybe they're like rolling on the surface, just rolling.
Okay, then entering from over here will be a moon-sized enemy space station.
Enemy space station, awesome.
Which looks remarkably like a Cylon space station from the original Battlestar Galactica, because most of my Space Force drawings are that. And then it has guns, because all enemy space stations have guns. And it's got like texture, because that's important too.
Texture is very important.
Texture is very important. Notice it's in 2 dimensions. So it's 2-dimensional texture. Okay, so it's got guns, and then those guns are shooting. Let's see. So from the Space Force space station, we have ships. Now they're very small. We have defensive ships flying out, and then over here we have enemy ships, which look like this. And they're flying in. And then there's I can't really show the space station dropping rocks, but here, I'll just make some rocks falling towards the surface. Bear with me here.
Nice,
There we go.
rocks, hot rocks.
I don't know how to change the color on the app either. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, maybe I do.
What? Color.
Erase. Erase. So, okay, so the enemy ship has to be in a different color. So it's obviously the enemy. What would be the enemy of blue?
Red? Yeah, red enemy ship.
This is totally like drawing with a pencil.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
yeah, this is what digital art is like. You just, tune it a little bit.
Okay, and then rock should be a different color. Orange?
Orange rocks.
Okay. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. And then we need explosions. Explosions. So we need
explosions.
And then we need what color are Space Force lasers?
Green.
Green because yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So pew,
Pew 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 pew.
and then maybe an explosion out over
Space
here. as well.
lasers.
Space lasers.
Lasers. Yeah, more stuff exploding in space.
And the space enemy ship is on fire.
Fire in space.
And then we need maybe some smoke.
Smoke.
Can we do gray?
Yeah, we can do gray.
Right. Ask the artist. It's like coloring in crayon. It's kind of amazing.
Crayon.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
Art by Tek Support. Space art by Tek Support. So, the first year on YouTube, I did all the teaching. Year 2, Tek Support will be your new professor. He'll be teaching you
Wait
how
a
to
minute.
draw.
Wait a minute. Kim actually made a request.
Oh, that was an actual request. Kim, our winner,
Kim, our winner,
who actually won the request.
And yes, and the request was abbreviated for succinct delivery. It's not that Kim wanted the adult version of something. It's that she wanted me as an adult to redraw the pteranodon. The pteranodon attacking, or the pteranodon with the volcano.
The carless pteranodon.
The carless pteranodon.
Oh, so he can be there still because there are hot rocks and he usually flies towards
Okay,
them.
I'm going to make a volcano.
So you must make a volcano and you must put a pteranodon there. So for all of you who have no idea what we're talking about, during our live streams, we've started having a section called Art with Baby Tek.
Which we'll have today. I just have to actually go dig some art out because I didn't get to do that.
Yes, we always end the shows with Art with Baby Tek, and that's Baby Tek. Well, Tek Support is showing some art that he did when he was a child, and
Which looks very much like the art I'm doing right now. In fact, it might have even been a little bit better.
It's quite brilliant, actually.
Okay,
it always comes with stories and characters. It's amazing.
This is planet Supervolcano.
Supervolcano.
And on planet Supervolcano, they use their volcanoes. Their volcanoes are controlled by pteranodons, and
they're carless because they have no cars.
Yes, and so here's a pteranodon down there.
Oh, they're very small.
There's a pteranodon down there. Well,
They're tiny, but they're always hovering around the volcanoes because the hot rocks, they attract pteranodons.
And then, wow, this app is super cool.
Yeah, see, you're really getting in the swing of things.
Thanks to all of you who recommended this.
But all jokes aside, though, as much as Tek Support is being a little bit childish with his art, this is actually a very cool app for starting to draw digitally. And I know that a lot of you are interested in digital art. Can you upload images into this? Like if they were to upload a coloring page, could they doodle on it?
Yeah, totally. If you come out to gallery,
so what
then
is
you can select. You can actually import a photo. And so if you have a PDF, then you can import the coloring into it, and then you can
color it.
Yeah.
Cool. And what is the name of this app?
Procreate.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay, I'm having issues getting my colors. I just erased a pteranodon.
Yeah. Oh no.
It was an accident.
Pteranodons have notoriously bad luck.
Okay, I need.
Sometimes they just get erased.
We got the oranges coming down, so let's actually.
Here, try this.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong color.
It's brown.
I don't want brown.
Oh.
I want something more like a brighter yellow.
Oh, okay.
But all it's all ending up like really muted.
Take orange then.
I already have orange for the enemy attack.
Well.
Can't use it. It's got to be yellow.
They're only.
See, then it comes out like brown. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. So the volcanoes are the planetary defense system. There we go. And the volcanoes are responsible for protecting the planet from enemy space alien ship attack things, and the volcanoes are controlled by pteranodonises.
Pteranodonus.
That's
There
like
you
Adonis, but with wings.
But Pteranodonus. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, your new teacher for the next year on YouTube. Woo-hoo. All of your art lessons will now be taught by Tek Support. Wonderful. All right.
That totally didn't work. We want that again. I didn't actually make a thing to get us out of here.
We're stuck in Pteranodon land forever. Shall we show them some Lisa art?
That's not next.
No?
No. We actually have more time. Let's go spend a little bit more time in the chat.
In the chat. Okay.
Yeah, but first of all, let me get us out of here.
I forgot. I have a thing for you to read.
Oh, okay.
You are to read.
Okay.
Oh, and we have a request from Legendary Candy Alien that just came in onto my personal device. She would like for you to draw an alien unicorn later on in the show.
Okay.
So alien unicorn will be coming up soon. Okay, alien unicorn, and here, read this. This is from Madame Starfortune. Magical, mystical Madame Starfortune. It's more space code. Read it out loud.
Greetings, Earthlings. My name is Cadet Alder Blugu, traveling from deep space aboard the Imperial spacecraft Gaston II from the planet Chilliwack. I am here for the party, the pizza, and cookie larva. Oh, and so the other one was...
Oh, they go together. It's like a puzzle. What does it mean? Madam Lori, I think you broke his brain. I see smoke coming out of it. What have you done? What have you done?
Sorry, I still don't get it.
Well, I heard cookie
I'm
larva.
I'm trying to do substitutions of the words from the code previously, but it still doesn't. It doesn't. I'm confused.
I heard chiliwack.
Chiliwack's in there.
I heard pizza and cookie larva. So those are the things that I recognized, but apparently there's more space code in there. All right, chat. What's happening in the chat? Remember, we already had 2 giveaways when we hit 60 people who were watching. So for our next giveaway, we need to have 90 people actually actively watching this show. So please don't just show up, grab your prize, and leave. Let other people win by staying around and watching the show. Tell your friends, tell everyone you know, call your family, ask them to tune in. Let's get more eyeballs on the show so that we can do our 3rd giveaway. That's a 3rd free book of the winner's choice at 90 viewers. We still have more than an hour to go of the show, so there's plenty of time to join. And actually, I have some shout outs that I need to make. So before we switch to the live chat, I would like to give special shout outs to the following space people. Emma G is celebrating her dad's birthday today. She didn't know if she was going to be able to tune in live, but she's going to try. If Emma G and Emma G's dad are watching live, happy birthday. If you're watching this in the future, happy birthday. I hope you had a good one. Thank you for watching at any point in time. Special shout out to our friends Daniel and Ale. They had a hell of a time receiving their shout out during the last live stream. They were sitting around and they were waiting for the shout out. And the second that I said, and now I would like to say thank you to who live in Santiago is what they received on their end, because they had some internet distortion exactly when I was saying their names. So all throughout the show, I'm going to keep saying shout out to Daniel and Ali, just in case the internet gods are completely against them and are erasing their names every time they're saying them. Thanks for being here, guys. A special shout out to my BFF Ryan, also known as Slice That Orange. Thanks for being here, dude.
What's up, Slice That Orange? I hear about your messages. They're hysterical. Yes. They're amazing. They're super creative.
And by the way, the space dog that you saw in the beginning of the show, that was real life Shell Shock. So I hope you got to see her. She's quite an incredible dog. A special shout out to my new friend and YouTuber, Shell Arty. Shell Arty is a YouTuber that I met a couple of days ago who showed me her channel, and she's a colorist. I linked her channel in this video description, so you'll see that in one of the featured in this episode links. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. It's an incredible channel. She hasn't been using it for some time, and now she's actively engaged in it, posting every week. Her coloring technique is incredible. Her skill is absolutely phenomenal, and she can use some love and support. So do come and check out her channel and learn some incredible coloring techniques from her, or just enjoy the show. I love introducing new YouTubers to you guys, and I love seeing you succeed. My first year on YouTube was absolutely extraordinary, and it's only because of you guys. If I didn't have anyone watching, this show wouldn't be happening. So, you know, if you can help out other YouTubers so they too can have a Space Force party to celebrate their success, please do so. Next shout out goes out to another new friend of mine, Andy Davies. Andy Davies is an artist who is new to the coloring art community. He, like me, comes from a tattoo background, so we immediately clicked on our art style and drawing style, and we'll be collaborating in July, I believe. We'll be doing a live show where Andy will join us live on the show, and we'll be talking about the magic of creating life art. So you guys get to see how coloring pages are made, and you know how to determine if something is good art or bad art, if something is coloring book material or isn't, or what to look for when you're choosing coloring books, and actually the process of creating a page, because you know I think people don't realize all the work that goes into creating line art. So Andy and I will be explaining that together live. And finally, another shout out to my friend Jennifer Zimmerman, who I hope is in the live chat. If you are, please say hello. Jennifer and I will also be collaborating in the weeks to come. We're doing a show together that will be called Animal Nature, where we'll be coloring each other's works.
I gotta get up a shout out to my homie Riggs. Riggs the dog. What's up, Riggs? Hi, Riggs. Thanks for joining the stream. Hi, Riggs.
Riggs is Tek Support's fan. Riggs comes over and listens to Tek Support's voice. And of course, Riggs is a dog. So, of course
Riggs is a dog.
Riggs is a dog.
Because.
All right, live chat, what's happening? Slurp.
We had a question roll through a moment ago. Wow, the chat's just going crazy. Maureen wants to know, in your first YouTube year, what's the best memory that you have?
Ooh, it's hard to make it just one best memory, but I think the strongest experience that came out of YouTube is when we started survival coloring. When COVID happened, and life changed for a lot of us. Tek Support and I started a daily live stream called Survival Coloring, and that was an experience like nothing else. It completely changed my YouTube channel. It completely changed my interaction with you guys. It was very personal. We got to test a lot of equipment. We had guests on the show. It was just such an amazing bonding experience between me and you that I think nothing compares to that.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to take away from your memory thing. I just laughed because Riggs just killed his human by wagging his tail so much.
Riggs says hello back. But yes, my year on YouTube was just surreal. I had no idea what to expect when I started. My first videos were so awkward and so timid, pre-recorded. I didn't actually start streaming until about 6 months ago. So the first half of my channel was just weekly tutorials, which they're all still up there. They're still good in content, but I've come a long way with my production value and also with the way that I address the audience, because now I have an audience that I speak to. Like I'm looking at the camera lens, but I imagine all of you there, your names are being called out. I know your personalities. I know that I'm in a safe place. I know that I'm among friends, and I'm sharing things that I actually care to share with you, not just random art information.
People are going crazy about how much survival coloring helped them. I loved it. I joined halfway through. Your whole channel changed after you started it. It was wonderfully fun. Yeah, it was a great escape. Death by tail wags.
Death by tail wags, yes.
He's been sitting there for a while watching because Evelyn told him that we were coming on the show.
Aww, you must always give him a shout out.
Christine says, thanks for the survival coloring show. Maureen followed it from work. Madame Laurie says that it kept her sane.
Why are you even here? Aren't you supposed to be at work? Are you cutting?
Ditching the work.
I mean, not complaining or anything. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, everybody's just going on about how much survival coloring really touched them.
It was incredible. I'm gonna cry now. Let's do something else. Like, I can talk about it, but you talking about it is too emotional. All right, what's next on our menu?
Well, we are at the top of the hour. We have an hour left.
So let's do a short intermission that is also a lesson. I did promise you guys that I would show you how I did this. I don't know if you can see that with the light reflecting with the glare. But I think you all know this piece. You saw it on my Facebook group, and of course it's the cover of it was the thumbnail for the show. So it's another galaxy effect that I did a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not gonna do a whole lesson on it because I just did a tutorial on galaxy effects in general. That was this page that you guys all know and love and are already doing your own galaxy effects. But this is a little bit more involved, a little bit more complicated because I had to work the galaxy into a human shape. Oh, and if my post on Facebook was successfully scheduled, the actual drawing for this page should be going live on Facebook right now. So if you want to practice drawing this, coloring this.
It's just all glare.
That is just all glare? Well, we'll show it.
Hold it like...
Like, I think it's actually the other way.
Oh yeah, hold
I
it
think
like
it's
that.
like that.
You're good. Away from the light.
So if you want to color the invisible page.
If it's exactly bisecting the light, then you can see it.
Well, let's just show them the demo. That way they'll see it.
Okay. That's good. That leaves Book's clip only showing once right before our Baby Tek.
Okay.
What did she want? She wanted a pizza unicorn?
Unicorn. Oh, alien unicorn.
Alien unicorn?
I think so. Let me check. She wants alien unicorn, yes. And she received the book through the teleputer. So we'll let her see this. Where's the teleputer? Oh, no, I don't. I just want to make sure that it's something. Alien.
This is the chat's just...
So, what did you think? Let me know in the comments. And go grab your page and try it out for yourself. I want to see your colorings as well. Shall we show them some stuff?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
All right, let's show them the actual thing without the glare. What it actually looks like. I did this in watercolor, and of course, if you saw the tutorial on how to do galaxy effects, the same exact technique applies to this, except the only difference between what I did here and what I did here is that I actually sketched the galaxy before. Here, the effect is so random. It's kind of just a general galaxy that I could freehand with the brushes. But here I needed the structure of the spiral galaxy. So I did make some sketches for the arms of the galaxy, and that's how you will have it on your test coloring page as well. So I didn't want to go into full grayscale. I didn't want to go into full sketch marks on it. But just to give you enough information to see where the galaxy goes without interfering with the light, because it's like you can draw out where the stars go, but the stars are the lightest parts, so you don't want them to have outlines. So what do you mark up? Do you mark up the shadows? So I did the best I could with just some suggestion lines.
How long did it take to put that together?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes?
Yeah.
One of the questions that we got in the chat is, what could somebody put in the background since it's already so detailed?
In the background, like in the person, or in the background?
I think in the background
here. You know, I haven't decided yet. I was thinking, and I left it this way, and I left it to still play with it, which is why I'm not making the colors more saturated. I wanted to go over it with pencil to make the blue even brighter, but I haven't decided what to do with the background, and I thought I would just go for solid black. Just really, really deep solid black. And if it interferes with the darkest parts, like the feet over here, then I was thinking of giving it a neon green outline.
What if?
But I would definitely not give it like a background with space.
No, but imagine if there was a brick wall, and it was a boring brick wall, maybe a brick wall with some graffiti, and somebody came by and they were ecstatically jumping and in contrast to the blandness of the brick wall, and then through their image, you could see the infinite universe behind it.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I might do that for this. It's definitely still being worked on. All right, so what I wanted to show you, well, I'll have Tek Support show this, because this is the actual Space Force historical document that proves that Space Force is real. But what I wanted to show you is, other than my pile of books here, this folder, this is a very special folder of all the things that I keep, all of my drawings, all of my colorings, and I put the latest work on top. Once I'm done with a lesson, I put the latest coloring on top, and there it stays until something needs to come out and be shipped to you guys. And like I said, this isn't the entire collection of all my work since the creation of YouTube, of my YouTube channel, because a lot of things ended up being prizes for events. So a lot of you actually own my original art because you won coloring events. Some of them were gifts. Some of them were, we had a giveaway when I reached 1,000 subscribers. Speaking of which, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please give me those thumbs up. They really help out my channel. And keep inviting people. We are not climbing in viewers, and we should get to 90 so that we can do that third giveaway. So do tell everyone, send out messages to everyone you know with a link to the show, and have them tune in so that we can do one more giveaway before the end of the hour, because that would be awesome and legendary, like Candy Alien. So this is the last coloring that we did together. This was our dark skin tones practice page, and also the peacock feathers practice page. This page is a gift page in my Facebook group, Tom. If you're new to this channel, if you're not already a member of the group, all the links are in the video description. Come to the group, and a bunch of these pages are available there as gifts. This as well was a practice page for the peacock feathers. Most of you, this is very fresh in your mind, so I'll go through this very quickly. This is something that I did privately with my patrons a couple of weeks ago. This was our last private gathering together. This was on cherry trees, obviously. So on Patreon, if you are either a feather wolf or a dragon fox tier, we do monthly private gatherings where I privately teach you in a very cozy environment. Right now there are 14 of us. How to do something very specific. The patrons request these topics, and we work on them more personally than I'm able to do in a live stream. Of course, this was one of my favorite streams that we've done. The Black Widow, of course, Black Widow done in Black Widow pencils. We had Albert Jones on the show with us, so this is actually signed to him. He's the only one who's getting the original coloring, because there is only one, but also he's the only one who's getting it with the Black Widow pencil logo on Black Widow's suit. So that's going to go out to him as soon as the post office here in Chile starts working again. This is a private lesson that I'm doing one-on-one with my Dragon Fox. As a Dragon Fox tier member on Patreon, you get a monthly private lesson. So that's just you and me on a Zoom call, and we work on whatever it is that you wish to work on. This one is on texture, and we will continue it in a couple of weeks. This was another legendary, absolutely epic coloring live stream. Again, just when COVID hit, I had the Harley Quinn live stream planned, and I had to redraw her so that she's fighting COVID as her enemy. And we did a really cool experiment with trying out different pencils, just mixing everything into a giant pile of pencils, not caring about brands, not caring about colors, just pulling out whatever feels right and working with it. I have my markers here, and I have 6 different pencil brands and pens and markers in this area as well. It was a blast. A lot of you colored this page. Also in Facebook, you can grab this. And of course, well, we're going back in time now, so everything's like, well, this led to this and this led to that. So as we go further in time, this Harley Quinn was, of course, inspired by my very first drawing. This wasn't a coloring page. This was a drawing that I did for a recorded tutorial where I did my first product review of Black Widow pencils versus Prismacolor pencils. So I had Harley Quinn's face divided in half, and I did Black Widows on the left and Prismacolors on the right. This was my first time playing with Black Widows, and this tutorial is what started my whole relationship with that company. I met Albert Jones, and of course now we're friends, and he's live on my show. It's quite amazing. Like, this is one other thing that I really love about YouTube, is that you make these relationships that you never expected would be possible. Like, I had no idea that I would be friends with the creator of Black Widow pencils because of a drawing that I did. And of course, after the stream, after the show, everyone really liked this image, so you guys had me make it into a coloring page as well. So now it is available as a coloring page also in my Facebook. This has nothing to do with YouTube. This was just a page that I was playing with just one afternoon when it was raining and I had nothing to do, and I was playing with light effects, with glow effects, with oil pastels. This is a frame from a movie, from a TV series. This is American Gods, and this is Shadow and Laura. So just playing with light effects. I was going to make this into a tutorial. Not really sure if I'm going to. I don't know how many of you are playing with oil pastels or are interested in oil pastels, or how much do you want to learn about really dramatic glow effects. But if this is something that you would like me to pursue further and like teach you guys how to do something like this, we could do that as well. So I'm not looking at the live chat, but some other people are. So please do post if this is something that interests you, and I will make it happen. Or if you would rather stick to more traditional coloring, we'll just keep going with that. This is another study that I did with my patrons during our private lessons, our private gatherings. We were doing glass studies. So that after I do those private lessons, I always added them down from 2 hours to about 45 minutes and published just the sheer teaching part without our personal interaction. Just the teaching part as a tutorial. I published that 30 days after the event actually happened. So that's already up on my channel, so you can see how this glass effect is done. And that takes us back to Mermaid. Do you guys remember Mermaid? Mermaid was epic, is the only word that I can think of. Another new friend that I made, 2 new friends, Dawn and Matt Davidson. We had them live on the show, and that was one of our best live shows ever. They were incredible guests, incredible artists. Just, if you haven't seen this, this is the cover for that video. Check it out. This was my art and my coloring for Mermaid. Also, you guys know this, this is all fresh in your mind. More mermaid art, that was another live stream, super cool. And now we're all the way back to survival coloring, where we did, again, working back in time is a little bit trippy. We did crystal effects, so all those episodes is still up. Actually, survival coloring has its own, not category, what are they on YouTube? Playlists, correct, thank you. Survival coloring has its own playlist on YouTube. There, that was a very difficult sentence to say for some reason. So crystal effects, gemstone effects, the little light of hope, that was one of the pages that we worked on together in survival coloring, talking about healing and how things will get back to better, and working on these amazing glow effects and good luck lanterns. Free image in my Facebook group, Tom, again. This was the very first image that we did together on survival coloring. This was Ostara, because it was around Easter time that we started doing that stream. So we did a lot of skin tone work on this together. What is this? I don't even remember this. Who are you? Why are you in my folder? Dragon. Oh, I did a whole tutorial on this dragon. The drawing itself, usually I make drawings specifically for the tutorials, but this is one of my very first coloring pages that I've made. So this is 3 years old, the page itself, or 4 years old, something like that. But I did a tutorial on it recently that's up on the channel. In this one, I taught you guys how to remove lines from coloring pages. So even though I printed this in black, I removed all the black outlines, making the flowers look more realistic. We did some fabric studies together, different kinds of, the request was specifically silver fabrics, and the request came after I did the silver effect tutorial on things like teapots. So that's another tutorial that's pretty famous. People keep watching it. It's still climbing in views. That and the crystals. Everyone really likes the crystal effects. So if you haven't seen this, check it out. And if you're not inviting more people to the show, you're slacking. Bring them in. Let them see the work. Let them see the art. Let them say hello. Let them meet you and more people in the live chat. We did some fur effects, coloring amazing dogs, I believe this series was called, and it again came from the patrons and ended up being a tutorial. Did anyone say anything about pastels and glow effects in the live chat? The original for this is of course the image that's the cover.
Madam Laurie wants to learn oil pastels, but you know that.
I do know that. This is the
oil
image
pastels.
from my cover
pastels.
art. Oil pastels,
Oil
yes.
pastels.
Yes.
Epic events. Love the dragon. And there was actually a question, since I'm interrupting you.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it.
The question was... man, I gotta scroll back really far. This chat is out of control. Do you use hot press or cold press paper?
I use both. I don't have a favorite for pencils. And I use them honestly equally. I'm trying to think which one I tend to lean towards, but I really use them equally. I don't find that one is better for pencils than the other. So this one was a study that I did with patrons on the very first dark skin tones with dramatic lighting. And this is how much we got done privately. And then I colored this page again completely, and that was our main prize for the 1K giveaway when I reached 1,000 subscribers. So someone has that up on their wall in their home, the complete version. And of course, that's my cover art. That's the banner on my channel and the banner in my group. Oh, we had a drawing lesson. That never went anywhere because I never organized part 2. I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of you are still asking about this. We did Intro to Drawing Faces, where I taught you geometry on front-facing faces with just the math of it. No emotion yet, no expression. But a lot of you do wish to continue the drawing part, so I am working on working that into my program. More of that will come. Coloring weasels. Oh, we did this for Weasel.
Oh, Weasel.
We had a cat. His name was Weasel, and he's no longer with us. So to celebrate his life, we did a live stream on coloring actual weasels. So that was a lot of fun as well. And these are not from YouTube. These are something that I do on my own free time, where I just practice. I always tell you guys, practice, practice, practice. The only way to improve your technique is just to practice every single chance that you get. So if I have 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 2 hours, which rarely happens, but if I have time where I'm not working on something, I sit down and I draw, because I am constantly practicing. This, of course, is Amelia Earhart. I like drawing people that I actually admire. So she is one of my favorite pilots, and there she is. Christmas, we're back in Christmas now. Oh, did you notice that we skipped February altogether? Because all the images from February are gone. They were all given away as prizes. So I have no proof that other than the video proof that I actually ever did February. But we did do Christmas together. We did fabrics. We did awesome glow effects on Christmas ornaments. I cheated you on this one. I recorded this and I painted this, but I never made it into a tutorial, and now all those recordings are gone. So I'm gonna have to do it again this year. This was a globe. This was actually Ryan's request to do a snow globe. So I sent him a picture, but I never made it into a tutorial. You know, that are like my comparisons. This was pencils versus watercolor, another fun tutorial that also teaches you how to make amazing Christmas light glow effects. This was a live stream. Lots of you did an amazing job on this page. First intro to glow effects. More private drawing that I just do for fun. This, of course, is Jimi Hendrix. Steampunk. You guys know this one. Very popular, very popular. Hair. I'm going to speed these up because there's so much. Now we're back to Halloween. And this was my very first live stream. This was a moment of sheer terror. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to talk and color at the same time. So 2 hours went by and I had like the bat face and 2 circles, 2 glass pieces colored. And when the stream ended, I was like, oh my God, I'll never be able to live stream ever. This is a disaster. And here we are today, live streaming on a weekly basis.
Every week, a new disaster.
Every week, a new disaster. This was a collaboration that I did with my witchy sisters. We had a whole draw-off on this image. Also a tutorial, a video, you guys can find it. Face studies, lip studies, eye studies, metal samples. Oh, and originally when my channel started, now we're way back in time. When my channel just started, I didn't know where I was going to take it. So it actually started with freehand drawing. So a lot of these time lapses you guys will see. And of course, my technical skill was pretty poor. So the time lapses are not of the quality that they are today, but the art is still my art. It's still enjoyable to see. It's quite funny actually, but if you go all the way back to my first videos, you will see these being created because I started just with what I know. I had no idea that my channel was going to go into teaching coloring techniques. I didn't even know that was an option. I thought I was just going to share my art. So I would make these drawings and record them. Another one that I did just for fun, just to practice architecture. I rarely draw architecture, but when I do, I like to go crazy with the detail. More from the beginning of the channel, this was actually illustrating a song. One of my very first from a year ago. Again, I don't know if this one is up on YouTube. Actually, this was my, I know what this was. This was my very first time lapse ever. I had no idea that I could record a video and then time lapse it. So I had my phone set up over it and I couldn't write over it. So obviously it was blocking what I was looking at. So I had to look at the iPhone while my hand was underneath and not actually look at the paper. And I couldn't be interrupted. Everyone had to leave. My phone was on Do Not Disturb. The dogs couldn't bark. The husband couldn't speak. I couldn't be taken away from my drawing. 2 hours nonstop. just drawing, so that the time lapse, it was taking pictures every 10 seconds. And then you come up with a time lapse. I had no idea how to do post-production, editing, or anything. It was insane. I don't know why I went through so much trouble. But you start out, like all of you new YouTubers out there, you start out, it's rusty, you don't know what you're doing, but keep making your art, and you will learn as you create more art. The process will take you where it needs to go. And that's as far back as we go on YouTube. I have a bunch of stuff here that's just really old scrap drawings from years and years and years and years back that I just keep dragging around with me. That I don't know if you guys want to go through this. This is Shell Shock. That's my dog. So there you go. And there's one other thing that I wanted to show you that's kind of curious. Oh, and I have my giant folder here. Okay, I'll show you the giant folder, and then I think Tek Support is drawing something. Okay, this is my giant folder, and I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit because it's bigger. It's bigger than what fits on the screen.
I'll handle that.
You can do it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's...
What do you think? We'll get it in the right direction?
Usually it reliably goes the wrong way.
Really? That's as far zoomed out as you get.
Okay, I'll have to move some things around.
Do you want me to try and raise the...
No. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm going to flip this back. And this is my giant drawing folder, which has some of my larger drawings in it. This is, again, from the beginning, the very first days on YouTube. This one fits. The Swan Lake fits. This was done in grayscale with a little bit of tinting with colored pencils. And I'm thinking of recreating this with pastels, because I don't think I had pastels back then. But now I think this is totally wanting to be a pastel piece. And we went to the ballet here, and inspired by the performance, we came home, and inspired by what we saw, I made this. This is from Mermaid, my coloring that you guys also saw. This is quite large. This is twice the size of a printing page. So this is actually 2 standard letterhead pages combined together to create this larger. But this picture is available in the Mermaid set. People can still purchase it and color it, just not in this size. If you want to print it larger, that's on you. My method wasn't the best. You can see the seam line in the middle, but it's still quite a fun piece. This is something I did for a coloring competition way before I even started making coloring pages, I think, just when I was lurking around in coloring groups. There was an event in a group that was to use, my memory is fuzzy on this. I think colors were presented to us and we had to pick one color combination. So I chose purple and golden yellow. And you had to color a mandala, that's right. But I don't actually like coloring mandalas. They're kind of boring, and I like characters and I like stories, so I drew my own mandala with faces of representing as many races as I could in a single drawing, suggesting that skin color doesn't matter and nationality doesn't matter. Like, we're all the same spectrum of color, which is human, and it's this kaleidoscope of different nationalities and different races that we're all the same. We're all one creature, essentially. So I created this. I didn't do coloring pages back then, so it doesn't exist as a coloring page. This is just an art piece. And I still want to remake this on larger scale with more faces in it, to represent more people of different age groups as well. And here's another one that I did recently, again with my witchy sisters. We had a draw-off of famous people. So I did this one of Ruth St. Denis, who is an amazing, amazing dancer and had an amazing career. She lived almost 100 years old, and she did these incredible dance performances with different costumes. So I did this whole time travel thing with her in costume. And the last one that I will show you is the biggest one that doesn't fit on any camera. Many of you remember my very first oil pastel experiment. the pink powder incident. The day that I pink powdered the entire studio, this was my very first oil pastel freehand drawing that never turned into a coloring page because it's too bizarre and too free-flowing. But it did turn into a painting that is now available on a lampshade in an Etsy store, on somebody else's Etsy store. It's kind of crazy. She no longer has blood and a sword, but now she's running through a cherry orchard, and that's the image that's on the lampshade, but it's inspired by the same character. So this is quite huge, as you can see. This I love this scale a lot, but it's a little bit much for lessons and for coloring. But during my private lessons, like Madame Laurie will be working on this scale when I teach you how to draw your apples and the light on those. So there you go. That's my doodles. And there's some more doodles in here, but not all of them are appropriate for the show because some of them are more adult content than others. And I wanted to keep this family friendly because we do have children watching today. So I think I did good on that front. I think I kept it family friendly.
Seemed like it to me.
Yeah. So what have you been up to since this whole time that I was showing my art? Have you made art of your own?
Yes, I actually have.
What have you made? I think you had an assignment.
I had an assignment to make.
It's an alien unicorn. I can tell right away.
It is an alien unicorn. He is very large.
Wow,
and-
those are people next to him, aren't
Yeah,
they?
and there was actually a building here. I'm not sure why that got blown away, but there was like a building and a bunch of stuff got.
Oh, I thought that was your
undone.
border being marked, but the
No,
unicorn
I
is
had,
bigger.
I had buildings. Oops, sorry. And I had like mountains in the background. That's why I'm
Oh.
still on blue.
So that whole layer disappeared.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
Oh. I like his feet. They're very green.
They're tentacles.
Is he a hover unicorn?
He's a magical hovering alien unicorn.
Is he friendly?
With tentacles? He's totally friendly.
Okay, good.
He's totally friendly. But he has like crazy alien mouth.
I
And
see.
he's got a unicorn horn, and he's got red wings, which technically makes him not a unicorn, but that's part of his alienness. He has 5 tentacles.
5 tentacles.
5 tentacles.
Not that some are hidden or anything. That's all he has. He has 5.
He has 5 tentacles.
Okay. And this is, who did you draw this for?
The
Legendary
Legendary
Candy?
Candy.
Legendary Candy Alien.
Yeah.
That was her request.
There you go.
Yay! Oh, and we received news that Legendary Candy Alien did receive the book that we sent via the teleprompter. She actually has the physical copy of it in her hands as we speak. It popped out of her mom's teleprompter, and now she has it. And of course, if you're just tuning in, Magical Candy Unicorn, Magical Candy
She has 5 tentacles.
Alien.
She lives in Brooklyn.
2 arms and 2 legs, does not have any tentacles, but has an amazing alien hat. Won our space hat competition for the category of alien, and that is why she's getting all these amazing prizes. Whew, you talk now.
Well, let's go back to the chat. I haven't been paying attention to the
Yeah,
chat because I was on gimbal duty.
So much duty.
When you replied about hot press and cold press, the
Yes.
question was actually about watercolor.
Watercolor.
Like what kind of paper for watercolors?
Actually, I've used both as well, and I've also had no problem with either.
There's apparently a whole thing going on in the chat about like how paper is really important for
one?
watercolor.
Paper
and-
for watercolor is extremely important. Yes.
Who's our super watercolorist? Emma?
Emma.
Is Emma here today?
Emma. I don't think Emma's here today.
I haven't seen Emma. When y'all see Emma in the chat, hit her up
She
about
is,
watercolor
yes.
stuff.
I will admit that I am quite new to watercolor. I am not a watercolor expert by any means. I only play with watercolor, and I work with what I have. Because of where we live, in the middle of nowhere in Chile, which is in South America, which is America, but south. We don't.
Sorry, I missed my cue.
We don't get.
Reading the chat.
We don't get things here. Like, we don't have the luxury of just ordering something on Amazon and having it arrive here the next day or even the next month, actually. So I work with what I have. You know, I get my supplies occasionally, or sometimes you guys send me stuff and it takes 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 3 months to get here. And then I just burn through it on the show. You see how much content I create, and I burn through my materials really fast. And since I can't just run out to an art store or order stuff from Amazon, I'm quite limited to the supplies that I that I'm stuck with in the studio, which right now is the Strathmore paper in tan and gray, which is the 80-pound paper. And that's what I work with because I like to print my coloring pages on that. And all the watercolor effects that I've done for you have been either on that paper or on actual watercolor paper, which I only have 2 sheets left of. So I will choose those wisely. Literally 2 sheets.
You're doing watercoloring on newspaper.
On newspaper, correct. So yes, paper is extremely important. So if you have the luxury of picking your paper, definitely do proper research on what is best for also for the brand of watercolor that you're working with, because there's a whole world of supplies out there. And the thing that I tell you all the time, experiment, because also just because something is the best way to do something isn't necessarily the best way for you. Sometimes you follow all the rules and the result just doesn't come out the way that you expect or the way that you're trying to match somebody else's result. Like
Life is like that sometimes.
Yeah.
You do everything right. You just don't,
and you end
up somewhere else.
It just doesn't work. But then you do something completely crazy and unexpected and unorthodox, and the result is quite amazing. Like I found that watercolor on this Strathmore charcoal paper actually works really well.
I heard something once that I try to remember, which I'm probably going to screw it up because it's been a while. But it said, alone, you can be tired and you can be hungry. Every other emotion that you experience requires comparison to something outside of yourself.
Right. Like if you're happy compared to something.
You're comparing to events, or if you, I was going to apply it to you follow all the rules and you don't end up where somebody else ended up. But that requires a comparison. You ended up where you ended up, and where you ended up is fine.
Yeah.
And if you want to end up somewhere else, well, that's also fine. You can just continue to work to end up somewhere else. But you don't need to compare your art to anybody else's art. What you make, look at what I make. What I make, by any standard of anybody who colors on this channel, is garbage. But I have a lot of fun making it.
But it's
because
adorable.
It makes you happy. And that's
Yes.
the value of it. I don't paint, draw, whatever it is I'm doing down here, scribble like a child, because I think that I'm some kind of an artist. I do it because I can make something that we can all laugh at.
Yeah.
And that is the success of my doodles.
Yes,
I certainly don't compare myself to her.
The experience and the journey and the experimentation is the most important. I highly, highly encourage you guys, like, just experiment. The materials, the supplies, they're fun. There's certainly a sea of it out there. You can read reviews on everything. You can go to different groups for different discussions on what people are using. But none of it makes the art. You make the art, and you can make the art on shoe boxes with crayons. And actually, that's how I got started. When I was learning how to draw, when I was a kid, I didn't have art supplies. You know, my mom would buy stockings, and they had these cardboard inlays in them to keep the stockings flat. So she would collect the stockings, but she would discard the little cardboards, and they had these rounded edges on them. That was really fancy for me. So I would collect those, and I would draw on them. You know, I don't know where my pencils came from. Maybe they were donated to me from other families or whatever, but I had this mismatched pile of pencils, and it was just about putting my visions on paper. It was about telling stories. And I think because I come from that background, because I started drawing just on whatever happens to be laying around. Of course, school notebooks, that's like free paper for drawing, you know, borders in your textbooks, all that free paper that's just out there. Like, it doesn't matter. The message, the image is more important. With coloring, it's a little bit different. If you're not creating the art and you already have the line work and you are actually working with colors and you want that perfect saturation, you want those perfect gradients, then certainly you do want to tune the materials a little bit.
I've just been informed that some of you would like to send things to Lisa, which, first of all, thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
genuinely appreciate that. There's so much that she uses that we just can't get here.
That's true.
Talk to her first.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yes.
It's not like in a normal country where you just like FedEx something or UPS it or mail it or whatever. There are companies in Chile that have partnerships with international shipping companies. So like if we live in nowhere. So if you're going to ship something by UPS, we have to know that, and then we have to tell you which Chili Express office to ship it to where we can go pick it up. Or like FedEx becomes somebody else, TNT Cargo becomes someone else. We also have a service in Miami that's a forwarding service where you can ship it domestically. We have an address in Spain, an address in Miami, and an address in China for whatever reason.
Oh, I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, because a lot of stuff that comes into Chile comes from China. So if I wanted to order something from AliExpress or whatever. So if you're in Europe, we can give you the Spain address. If you're in the US, we can give you the Miami address, and then we pay to ship it to here. But you still need to coordinate that with her to make sure that it's not going to come in and get flagged. Like, if you ship makeup, they like hold it and do medical testing on it and charge us thousands of dollars for environmental reasons. They have like some really weird rules.
It's complicated.
So just check with her via whatever means you have to communicate with her. And we definitely want your stuff. Please send it to us. But we'll coordinate with you the best way to do that.
And we're certainly cool with waiting for it for a month or two.
Okay, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Like
no FedEx.
No, whatever you do, like if you can avoid, especially right now, regular mail, we'll get it in like 6 months, and we'll have to stand in line for 3 days to do it.
Mail.
Anyway.
So for now, I'm on hold for shipping and receiving stuff, but soon things will get back to better, and we can resume. I do still have enough supplies to get us through the next few months, hopefully the rest of the year, and then you guys will start seeing me work with sticks and mud and actual charcoal from the fireplace. And boy, won't that be fun. All right, what else?
We are now ready for the coloring winner.
We had another event, which was unplanned, actually. The original event was only space hats, which also totally blew out of control and ended up having two winners for two categories. But everyone started submitting the colorings of our mascot alien, the pizza alien. Everyone submitted him with a story and a space name, and all the colorings were just fantastic. So I made a little video of all the colorings that came in before the event actually ended, but the colorings are still being submitted, so you can see many of them in my Facebook group, Tom, link in the description, along with many other fun links. You should always check out the video description. But let me show you the submissions that were actually entered in the event. Dude, those pizzas made me hungry.
Oh, yeah. We got up at 6 this morning.
I'm so hungry now.
We microwaved some frozen pancakes because I made too many last week, and they were kind of leathery.
A little bit leathery, but the bacon was good.
The bacon was good, but and then we've been working nonstop to put this together.
Yeah.
We were up until 12:30 last night.
That pizza just totally made me crash.
I'm hungry. All right, just hang in there for 18 more minutes. 18 more minutes, we'll be okay. I'll get you a snack bar.
Space snack bar. Yeah, some of those pizzas, all of those pizzas are incredible, but some of those pizzas look good enough to eat. You guys did an incredible job. I saw some of the galaxy effects in there from my tutorial.
Nice.
Very cool, very cool. The names were also amazing. I didn't put those in the video because, like you saw in the beginning of the show, they're really difficult to read, so nobody would be able to read them when the clip is going by so quickly. But yeah, lots of fun. Many more submissions already coming in. If you want to play with that page as well, that's available in my Facebook group, Tom, link in the description. It's like the new name of the group. My Facebook group, Tom, link in the description.
Yeah.
It's like with our dogs, we came up with a whole new word. When we eat dinner, they usually stick around with us and they get little treats. So they participate in dinner. But when we eat dessert, they just know not to beg because they can't have dessert. So they can't have little pieces of chicken during dinner, but they can't have little pieces of ice cream. It's just out of the question. So when I would make dessert, I would say, oh, this is dessert, not for dogs. And over the years, the comma got dropped, and now it's just dessert, not for dogs, as one word, and the dogs know it.
You know what that means? They go to their positions where they just like hang out with us and they stop begging for food. And
yeah, they're just dessert not for dogs.
She used to yell, because I work all the way up until dinner, and since I keep U.S. Eastern hours, depending on what time zone and daylight saving and stuff, my work day actually, I have different hours that I keep. So I just basically work all the way up until dinner. And she would call out from the kitchen, things on plates. And one day she called out things on plates, and I heard Dream Muppets. And I'm like, Dream Muppets? And so now when dinner's ready, she says, Dream Muppets. And Foxtail, just
the black dog,
a couple of weeks ago, learned that Dream Muppets meant dinner was about to happen, which meant that they get like little dinner sausages and stuff like that every night. So first she would call Dream Muppets and he would come into my room and get me. Now he's able to detect like when she's starting to put things on plates, and he comes into the kitchen, does a quick inspection, determines that dinner's about to be ready, and he will be in my room telling me I have to stop working and come eat when she calls Dream Muppets. It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Every day
and he looks
comes and gets
completely dead while I'm cooking dinner. He's just on the couch, completely gone, eyes rolled back, everything, like totally gone.
And then he just wakes up.
Yeah.
And he goes and gets me. And
right,
he's really insistent.
He's so correct. And it's like dinner's almost around the same time every night.
It's like either at 6 or at 7, depending on the hours.
But it's not that he learned the hour. It's he's hearing something in the kitchen, and it's always different things too. So like sometimes I'll have lids, sometimes I won't have. I don't know how he does it. It's just magic.
If I don't get up right away, he'll first he puts his snout on my leg, and then he'll go to the other side, he'll put his snout on my other leg, and then he'll lay at my feet for a couple of seconds, and then he'll stand up and he'll be like, and if I leave and I have to like go to the bathroom or turn off lights or something first, he like starts to walk down the hallway and he looks at me and he's like, "You are so dumb." He comes back.
He's like, "You're not letting me do my job.
Come on." And then I come out and then he gets very excited and dinner's ready.
Yeah, he has a job to do.
He has a job to do.
But we have a winner to announce.
Oh, we didn't announce that?
No.
Oh, we're like, look at all these people. Let's talk about something else.
We showed all these amazing colorings, but one of them is a winner.
Is that
That's your cue. But one of them is a winner. That was your cue again. Congratulations! It was an amazing coloring. The shading that you did on the alien skin just completely blew me away. It must have taken forever. It looks like you did it line by line, but at the same time, it's just so consistent throughout the entire alien. It looks like magic. You did a fantastic job. And your prize for winning this coloring competition, which wasn't even an official coloring competition, but had to become because so many amazing submissions were made, is you get to request any video tutorial topic for my YouTube channel at all. So whatever you want to see.
That's a cool prize.
Whatever you want to see in the video tutorial, let me know in a private message and I will make it so. And I will say that that topic came from you.
Okay.
So anything that you want to learn at all, if I actually know how to do it, if it's not like build a house.
Make a stone wall from here to Argentina.
Right.
And document it
But
in slow-mo.
If it's at all art related, I will probably make it happen. So, try to keep it a little bit on my skill level. But yeah, within art, anything at all.
Guess what time it is?
What time? Oh, is it time for art with Baby Tek?
What time is it? What time is it? Okay, all of you need to sing along with me in your homes.
Except for
by
me,
yourself.
I'm allowed not to sing.
She's allowed not to sing. I'll sing for her. So, here's how it goes. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? You say that twice. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it? You can change the vocal octave if you wish. It's time for art with Baby Tek. Oh my God, that was really...
I didn't know you could hit that note.
It's time for art with... Okay, so ready? What time is it? 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 It's time for art with Baby Tek. But actually, before we do that, we have a clip to show, during which time we will do a scene change.
You're not supposed to tell them that. Okay, the clip.
But it's so cool if they know.
It is. It's
They're
hard.
like, why are you showing us a clip? Because we gotta move.
It's hard not to share these things with you because we are quite proud of the things that we
for you.
are able to do. And they're like toys that we really want to share with you. The clip that I want to show you is a clip of all of my books because because that is what people because that is what people are winning in our giveaways. They're winning a pick of any books, and these are the books that they are winning. They're the covers, so that you can see and recognize them when you see them on Amazon or on Etsy. Again, you can see all of these books and their interiors in my on my website. There's a whole chapter for flip-throughs. And the link to that chapter is in the video description. All you have to do is click the link. It will take you to the whole thing, and there's a flip through of every single book. So if you are one of the lucky winners who got a book today, go check those out. And these are the books.
Hello.
Hey, you're in my place.
Now I'm over here.
Where's all my art?
All of your art went away. We're going
Away.
away.
Let's zoom you in a little bit. Can I help with that?
No, I'm here. I got skills.
Oh, you can reach. I can't reach from that seat to to the camera.
Okay. Well, now I got to figure out where is it? It's over here.
This is a very special thing. This is the thing this is the
There it is.
reason.
November 1980.
This is the reason. 1980. That's way before Trump's idea for Space Force.
That's correct. Okay, so this was the original Space Force document. Some of you have seen this, but some of you who are new to the show may not have seen this. In 1980, I invented Space Force. I, Adrian Goines, Tek Support, created Space Force from the Department of Space Force, the Terran Central Division. So I just want to give you a quick refresher on what Space Force is about. This is our Space Force starfighter. This is SF-28. He was one of the most famous Space Force starfighters.
And that was the original Space Force logo. You see, it's been modified. Now you can...
Space Force logo. This is it right here. Those of you who are actually in Space Force who are watching this stream, I expect to see some logo modifications on Instagram. This is the alternate view of the Space Force fighter, and note that we have the Space Force space station.
It
One
looks
of the early variants.
like what you were drawing
Crazy.
today.
These are stars, and that's a planet.
And look, this one kind of looks like a spider.
It does look like a spider. Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
I bet you in like 20 years we're gonna have a space station that looks like that, and all of you are gonna be like sitting in your rocking chairs being like, I remember that Tek Support guy. Except for Candy Alien.
Candy Alien.
Yeah, she's probably not gonna sound like that at all. All right, this is, we didn't really ever figure out what this is. I think it's like a Space Force battle cruiser of some kind. We don't really have very much time, so we're just going through this. This is the launch bay of the Space Force battle cruiser, and this I think is like, I don't know, it's a rocket or a gun.
It looks
or
like a squid.
Thruster, or it could be a squid. Here's
Squid.
more information about the Space Force fighter. It has a control stick, which moves in multiple directions. It has a teleputer screen.
Teleputer. I told you, teleputers are real.
It can do reverse thrust. It has pedals. It has chute access hatch, retro rockets, and a parachute compartment, and a thrust accelerator. Those are very special. They're hard to come by. Over here, you have a view of the Space Force helmet. Very important that you remember that it is not a helmet. It is a helmet. When visor is raised, the ventilators are automatically opened, because that's important when you're in space. It has a light-sensitive visor, and it has side ventilators. And then we have magnetic boots because we're that cool. Because, you know, when you're out walking around on magnetic planets. Like,
oh man,
you
I didn't
wanna
make
float
us
away.
magnetic boots for this.
Okay, next one, next one. Anyway, so there's more. And this is the Space Force gun, which people laughed at me about before, so we're just not going to talk about that.
Oh, did they?
Yes, yes. Anyway, hold that. That's valuable. Now, I have a bunch of different things, and it's space-themed, but I don't only have space-themed stuff. As a child...
I haven't seen any of this.
No, you haven't. As a child, I really, really, really liked space. But I want to show you some other things. For example...
It's a cherry tree.
I, too, can make cherry trees.
Wow.
Apparently out of dribbling ink and gluing pink tissue paper.
That's brilliant. That's like art, dude.
There you go.
Wow, I'm gonna steal that cherry tree idea.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's like, I'm kind of disappointed that it's nothing to laugh at. This is properly beautiful.
I don't know what this is. It might be a motorhome. I frequently drew things and then erased them. I don't know if maybe like I couldn't afford to buy more paper or something. I'm not really sure.
I especially like your birthday cards that you still have.
That I still have. Yeah, I would make birthday cards for people and then not give them to. Because I didn't have any friends.
Were they imaginary?
Imaginary birthday cards or imaginary friends?
Imaginary friends.
But on the back of this, it says, "You may be anything you want, just as long as it's positive."
I like that a lot.
I don't know who this was for. But I didn't give it to them, or maybe I gave it to them and they gave it back, or maybe I gave it to my mom and she just kept it. I'm not really sure. But somehow I still have this, and these are the kinds of messages that are important to find as an adult because they define a thread back to my childhood. And as an adult, I find it easy to get distracted and confused and wonder, like, what do I believe in and how did I arrive at where I am today? But there are things that we learned how to do and be as children that are still there. And you know what? If I live my life by nothing other than this, I'll do all right.
Yeah, I like that.
My mom and dad are in the chat right now. All of this stuff exists because my mom saved it. I went through years of turbulence, and if I had any of this in my possession, it would be long gone. So my mom has my gratitude.
Saved it. Mm.
And if any of you enjoy this, please thank her in the chat for keeping all of this. Also, next week is their 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, it's next week?
Represent. Wow. Now, I was
oh my
big...
God, the thing that you erased was a person.
It was like a person, yeah.
In a dress.
So I was a big space nerd. I have all of these cards of the space shuttle doing space shuttle-y things that...
Oh, wow.
I remember these. I remember I just used to pull them out and like look at them. Because what else are you supposed to do with them?
Cool.
Yeah, they're super cool. Hey, look, it's a planet. And here's the inside of the space shuttle, and there's the space shuttle taking off. And then...
Oh, Star Wars.
Then... Now this isn't art with Baby Tek. This is more like, nostalgia with Baby Tek. That's all good too. I was also a big Star Wars nerd. So I have all of these Star Wars cards. There's Vader, there's the bounty hunters, there's blasting the stormtroopers and the duel of the lightsabers, rattled by the enemy. I really liked Empire Strikes Back. I liked all of the stuff that happened on Hoth. I thought that an ice planet was just kind of amazing.
I think we should watch a Star Wars film after this.
Okay.
Do we have any? We have some.
I'm sure we do. But the video playback system is broken, but I can fix it.
You can fix it. You fixed the teleprompter this morning.
I did not like Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian was a shady dude. If you have friends like that, get rid of them. Shady. Even when he comes back later, he's like, "Oh, I made a mistake and I'll help you." No. Go away. Dude was not a good dude.
Look, he even looks shady.
He's totally shady.
He's like all separate from everyone else.
He did this. He turned Han into a block of carbonite.
That's not cool.
That is not your friend.
No, if anyone does that to you, get rid of them.
Get rid
They're
of them.
a negative influence in your life.
And of course, you got Mark Hamill, who now looks nothing like he used to.
No, he's now the voice of Chucky.
I don't even know.
Like Chucky, the murderous doll.
So anyway, I have all of these. Also, the Stormtrooper costumes in Empire Strikes Back were pretty amazing.
Yes, yes.
That's totally not the Stormtrooper costume. I totally laid down the wrong one. I'm looking at the monitor and I'm like, why is it showing me the wrong card?
Because it is.
Because it was the wrong card. Okay, so there we go. So I got a bunch of cool Star Wars things and stuff like that.
Cool. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. That's actually probably not a single exposure. Can I lift that up here? I'm sure with what I know about photography today.
Yeah,
that they
They did some magic with that.
That's out of focus. We're not. Oh, because we're in manual focus. Anyway. Okay, I have one more space thing to show, and then I'm going to pick one of my. I'm going to give you a choice, and you can decide which thing you want to learn more about. But first, I don't know what this is for. Oops, let me pull it back just a little more on screen. And zoom.
Wait, I want to check the live chat. Can you pass me my device?
You want to check the live chat?
Yeah.
Here, you can be in the live chat.
Because maybe they're saying something bad.
Over here.
Okay.
Wait, you're gonna.
It's okay. Just as long as I don't break anything.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're fine. So, yeah. So I don't know what this was. This might have been the cover of a book I planned to write, but the book title was apparently The Oddball.
The Oddball?
Yeah, that must be a planet. I don't know who this guy is, but this is the USA Stardust, and there's a guy screaming, "Get this helmet
It's consistent.
off of me."
It is helmet.
It is helmet. It's not that I didn't know how to write helmet. No, in Space Force, we have helmets. This is a helmet.
Oh.
So yeah, so I found that. Oh, look, it's another snake.
They want to know if you know about Baby Yoda.
Oh, from The Mandalorian? I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet. I see all the Baby Yoda like memes and stuff, and I don't know. I'm old school. Okay, here are your choices. I can show you some stuff from. Let me see what was in here. This is really coloring. Actually, I don't think we should do this one because I didn't draw anything in here. I just colored it. Nope, you don't get that
There are
one.
lots of Star Wars fans here tonight.
This is how choices work.
Today.
Okay.
It's so dark out. It feels like
So,
night.
I'll give you a choice. You can either have castles. Sorry, I'm totally not on
Off
the
screen.
here, yeah.
Castles. I
You
love
can have
castles.
castles, or you can have ships.
Ooh.
Ships of the ocean.
Ships of the oceans or castles?
You tell us in the chat which one you would like. Better tell me something quick, or I'm going to keep doing this.
I'm getting ships. Ships of the ocean. keep doing it. Keep doing it. Castles. Castles. Ships. Both. Castles. Ships. Castles. Castles. Castles.
Oh, castles got to 5.
Castles.
Castles got to 5 before ships got to 5.
Okay, it continues.
Castles it is.
More castles.
It's going to take them 20 seconds to hear that we said we made a decision.
Oh, okay. Because more castles are coming in. Castles won by a lot.
Castles won by a lot. Castles by a landslide. we should assign United States political candidates to castles and ships and let's see if we can predict the future.
Oh, somebody wants a castle ship. We might see one. We don't know what will happen.
Okay, here you go. Castles.
Oh, wow. It's like a bound book and everything.
It's a bound book. Yes, it's bound with a single. Oh, it just came unbound.
I can't.
It was a piece of yarn.
Yeah, it looks like it was yarned through all along the spine. But dude, this is meant to be a compliment. So prepare yourself. Your baby art was genuinely better than your adult art. But I mean it in the friendliest, most loving way possible. Like, I am deeply impressed
Where's the end stream button?
by the quality
Over there.
of your baby art. I mean, not that your unicorn wasn't amazing with the tentacles and everything, but I think knowing that you were a child when you made that and like the thought that went into it.
I spent time on it.
Yeah.
Like I have a massive workload over here, and in the middle of it, I drew a tentacled unicorn.
Right.
But
Whereas
I think
as
if
a
I sat
child,
down,
like, that was all that
I
you
would
were
sit in my
thinking
room
of.
and I would draw and I would color. I really liked drawing. Okay, here we go. This is a castle. It's apparently Wiley Castle. I'm not sure why, but it has information about alligators. That right there would be an alligator.
Oh.
Alligators, phonetically spelled out in case you don't know how to pronounce alligator. It's important.
Alligator.
The alligator is a very dangerous reptile. Kids should never play near muddy water or swamps.
Very good tips.
Good tip.
Yes.
But you can have alligators in your moat.
Because they will protect your castle. It is known.
It is known. Here's another castle. This is all in pencil. I apologize for that. You can barely see that. So let's just move to this one. Bridge.
Bridge.
The drawbridge is a certain kind of, it's a certain kind of bridge that is raised in case, that is, it's a puzzle. Where's my pointer? The drawbridge is a certain kind of bridge that is raised and lowered in case of enemies when people are going out.
Lines of grown-ups.
There you go.
Kids
Yeah,
can write in any order.
Put the words in and let the other people figure it out. Okay, here we have castle. The castle is a hideout. Now, if you remember this guy has appeared on the channel before.
Oh, he's the knight. I remember him. Oh, hello, Jabeth. I had no idea you were here because I didn't actually see the...
So he has a sword that is very sharp, as indicated by the sharp symbol. This is an
Yes,
important symbol.
we know this from before as well.
He has a mace, which is also probably sharp, but it doesn't have as many sharp symbols on it. So it's a little bit different. Mace is more of a blunt weapon with sharp bits on it. The castle is a hideout, which is kind of like a home that knights use. That's very practical.
Very practical.
There are castles just about everywhere. I bet you didn't know that.
Just about?
Just about everywhere. If you find a place that doesn't have a castle in it, well, that's the other part that's excluded from the just about part. Just go look somewhere else and you'll find a castle. Now, growing up in the United States, obviously we don't have castles anywhere, but when we
Just
lived
about everywhere.
When we lived in Poland, it'd be crazy. You'd be like driving down the road and you're like, damn, it's a castle.
Yeah, actually.
They were
actually,
literally
that's true.
just
Or
about everywhere.
In Austria? when
In
we
Austria,
went
yeah.
Castle hunting? Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't
like
sit
throw a
without
rock
hitting
and you hit
a castle.
Yeah, we found a castle that had a big pile of leaves.
We even found a castle with a board.
Oh, that was really scary. There was like a petting zoo outside of the castle, and we had to walk by it, and the gate was open, and so when we were coming back, there was a whole bunch of wild, well, I guess not wild, but domesticated,
But free roaming.
feral hogs.
And we were
They looked really hungry,
We were kind of trespassing.
and we were kind of alone in this place that we were totally allowed to be, and we were unarmed, and there was like a pack of feral hogs, and I was like, I will pick up a stick.
And I'm like, I'm going to be friends with it.
Lisa's like, yes, maybe they want hugs. Okay, here we have, wow. Okay, here we have a battle.
Wait, do you mean a moat? I'm not sure when that came in. Was a moat for where crocodiles live?
Alligators, yeah.
Alligators.
So you can have alligators. I don't know, maybe I didn't say moat, maybe I said drawbridge.
Oh, and also Spaceballs.
Spaceballs to you too, cadet.
I think I was back in the Star Wars film category because Spaceballs is a movie.
Spaceballs, we have that, yeah.
We do have that. It's quite hilarious.
It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, I'll watch this, and then afterwards you're like, oh.
Right?
I can feel the brain cells popping.
Subject myself to this.
All right, here's a battle. Can you see this battle? Do me a favor. Let's actually jump to a full screen display.
Okay.
Tek presents art with Baby Tek, and let's go to B.
Okay. Can you put me back in where I can talk to people? Dude, teching is hard. I don't know how he does it.
All right, there. This is a battle. The battle has cannons, and they're blowing holes in things. That's what cannons do. And he's going, ah! And there's a dude who is on a castle hill, and there's an arrow flying, and there's a Sharpie thing over there. This guy has a shield and a mace of some kind, and this knight has a sword, which is actually from a different era entirely. This is more like a Renaissance era sword with the guard. He's a time-traveling knight with a sword from a different era and a shield and a what? Yeah, so there you go.
Check it out. Someone here in East Texas built their home to look like a castle.
We have people who are in Arizona, or if you ever go through Arizona, on Camelback Mountain is Koppenhaver Castle. It's a dude who built a castle complete with like hidden rooms and stuff. They used to do tours of it, and now he sold it to like whatever. He was a dentist, and he built a castle on the side of Camelback Mountain. Yeah,
because
it's still there.
castles are cool.
I remember going to Koppenhaver Castle and being like, I want to grow up and build a castle for myself. They're very cold.
Oh, that's true. They are very cold. That's why you have to have lots of fireplaces and lots of dogs to keep you warm.
Okay, here we go. Here's some information for you. Swords. There are two kinds of swords. There are swords that look like this, and there are swords that look like that.
The one on the bottom looks like a spoon.
No, that's the guard.
It's like a soup spoon.
Hi-ya.
Oh, I thought this was the handle and this was the spoon.
Clearly, you know nothing about swords.
I know nothing about swords. I'm sorry. I do know a lot about spoons,
though. You're not qualified to be a knight. You do know about spoons, yes. What happens here? Oh, this is what the inside of a castle looks like. That's exciting. Oh, and here we have a dungeon. This is the
dungeon.
This is the dungeon of the castle. Let's get that on the screen.
Is this where you torture people?
Well, it's where you put them in chains and then give them hugs. See, there's chains. There's no people down there. I don't know what that is. This is where, because all dungeons have like the bones of.
I think it's a skull, dude.
Bad people. I know it's a skull.
Sorry.
Dude. This is the Great Hall. When you have a castle and you have a Great Hall, it's basically a big empty room with a table in it. And you invite your friends over and they're like, it's cold in here.
I think that's actually quite accurate. I think
torches.
That's exactly how great halls were. They had these long tables.
Yeah.
And you would have banquets, but around it was just empty.
Well, no, that's where you would like put all the people who weren't cool enough to sit at the table.
Oh.
Yeah, those who didn't have a reservation.
I thought you would have like the band there.
This is how restaurants are going to be when they reopen. There'll be one table in the whole restaurant, and that's it.
Table distancing, everyone's laughing.
Moving on. Here's the castle. Here's that guy again. We know that guy very well. He's a frequent participant in my stories. He's that dude.
It's Brave Sir.
Brave Sir Nightman.
Nightman. Wait, was he holding a pizza?
No, he was holding a shield.
Oh, from here it looks like a pizza.
Notice the use of perspective.
I'm hungry.
In the hallway here, where there are doors. Mm-hmm. It's a long entrance. There's a portcullis, and there are torches, which get smaller.
Perspective. I'm telling you, he was a better artist back then.
Shields. There are all different kinds of shields. There are only 2 types of swords, but there are all kinds of shields. All different kinds of shields.
And
so
castles
many shields.
are just about everywhere.
I wasn't a big fan of shields. I'm like, why draw shields when you could draw castles and dungeons?
Dungeons.
And here we have all kinds of different armor.
Armor's cool. I like armor.
And then this page is a reference page for either castles.
Someone else says that he looks like he has pizza. Sorry, we keep interrupting. The night dude, they see pizza as well. Everyone's hungry.
It's okay, we're gonna end the stream soon. Stick with us. Oh, we're over. Okay, so we'll wrap up art with Baby Tek here.
I want to see the rest.
No, it was just, this was a page where I could put my own ideas.
Oh.
This page is empty. Because why would you have a page where you could put your own ideas
when you wrote the whole book?
Yes, so there you go. That is Tek Support's journey into the history of castles. If you remember nothing else from this event, please remember that there are 2 kinds of swords. There are all kinds of different kinds of shields.
And
castles are pretty much
everywhere. Pretty much.
And that's all you need to know.
All right, let's switch places again.
Oh, we don't have a scene change for that.
To switch places again, we will show you our beautiful thumbnail. When you see the beautiful thumbnail, please do not think that the show is over.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that?
No, because no.
Okay, let's just let them see us hop over.
No, we're going to show castles.
Castles.
There you go. Now we will trade places loudly.
That's very clever. Castles. Okay, I'm back in my place. Hello and welcome. If you're new to this channel, never mind.
If you're new to the show, never mind.
Never mind. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I think I threw my notes on the ground. I'll be right with you. Just to make sure. Oh, I have a thing. I actually have something to show on my phone that I need to show to that camera. Is that possible?
Oh, come on. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. They are pictures.
Hand puppets, please.
Hand puppets. They're pictures. They're 4 pictures that I want to show that just came in as the show was starting. So I was unable to upload them and add them to my clips and films and all those fun things that we showed you throughout the show. But they are things that Madame Lori sent me right before the show. Mystical Madame Star Fortune, I believe. She had just completed her hat. She finished it right before the show, and she really wanted everyone to see it. It's an amazing space hat, of course, because it was so late it didn't make it into the competition, but we still want to show it. And also, she has proof of making space contact. So that's another picture that's on there. But the pictures are on my phone, so I don't know how to show them to you.
Yes, and in just a moment, your phone's a little outdated. In just a moment, I'll be able to actually share your phone live as a video source. We could also
cool.
airdrop.
Airdrop. It's raining outside.
Is it really?
Yep, it is. The sparrows were right.
All right.
They always fly
how many
low
photos do you
before
have?
the rain.
Where are they?
Here. They are here, and they are 1, 2, 3, 4.
Airdrop them to the...
1 second. These are worth waiting for. Airdrop. I see Adrian Goins.
Oh, that's confusing.
I see Lisa's iPad.
Devices, yes, send it there.
Waiting. Sent. Wow, tech supporting in real time. That's amazing. Well, actually, he tech supports in real time the entire show. But this is like unexpected tech supporting. That's pretty dope.
Yes, and now I'm just going to run. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this.
Just testing tech support's teching skill.
Yeah.
Good thing I checked my trusty notes. I have some other things here. Let's see. We did giveaways. We did space hats. We did coloring. We went back in time with all of my art. We did the book flick so that we could switch our seats. We did art with Baby Tek. You guys met space dogs. If you're just tuning in or if you tuned in after the show started, watch the beginning of the show. You'll meet our space dogs, Foxtail and Shelby. Oh,
I killed audio.
do we have audio now?
Now we have audio. Stand by.
In the meantime, I will narrate what you just saw. You saw Mystical Magical Madame Star Fortune in her amazing new space hat, which she finished right before the show. And of course, it has antlers. Antlers are amazing. Another thing that I said, I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but this picture is photographic proof of where all my art goes. So all those things that I said were missing from my folder, you can see them behind her in that photo, or at least some of them, quite a bit of them are with Lori. Antlers, again, a close-up of the antlers and jewels. I'm loving this hat. I have antler envy. I have only bunny ears. And contact. She has made space contact. This is a creature, person, space alien that she encountered in her own spaceship out this morning.
Very nice.
And I think they got to know each other. I think...
what a great starship.
Isn't it an amazing starship? It has knobs and stars and more of my art down there. All the stuff that's not in my folder. I'm not sure if the alien in the starship has a body or if it's a floating head. But she's
smiling.
It seems friendly.
Whatever her situation is, she's clearly down with it.
And that's all we wanted to share with you. What an excellent way to end the show. I want to thank you all so much for coming. This has been an amazing party. It feels like you guys are here with us in our home every time we do these things. And this has been the epiciest event of them all. We had giveaways, we had fun. We saw some of the best art with Baby Tek ever. It has just been a blast. Thank you guys for an amazing first year on YouTube. I have a lot of things planned for future events, for future tutorials. I'm actually taking the next week off. Next week will be the first week that I'm not publishing anything on YouTube. I think after a full year, I can take 1 week off. And instead of publishing on YouTube, I'll be working on other stuff. So I'll take that quality time to spend more time on the commissions that I have going on right now. So I will do that next week, and the week after we'll return to our previous program of Tuesday tutorials and live streams. And I have really, really, really cool things that are coming up, really big things. I have collaborations, I have live streams. I'm planning something incredibly epic with my epic events friends, Shelly and Belinda. We are planning something for maybe around October time. Not gonna reveal anything yet, but it's gonna be super epic. Lots of fun stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, invite more friends, and let me know what you would like to see more of. Like we went through my whole album today, so hopefully if you saw something that you didn't get to actually see in a video, it will give you an idea of the kind of stuff that I do create, the kind of stuff that I do teach. So if any of that inspired you to learn something specific, you can always reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram. I'm on Patreon every day, so I'm pretty easy to find. Everywhere on social media, I'm Lisa Mitrokhin. So if you don't have a link to some profile of mine, just type in Lisa Mitrokhin, and I'll be the first hit, because there's no other Lisa Mitrokhin out there. So there's no problem finding me at all. So thank you again so much, my friends, my admins, my moderators, my patrons. I can't thank you enough. We had more patrons join this morning, so I'm sorry that you guys are not in today's credits, because the credits take me a day to make and process. They're always a couple of days behind. But thank you so much for joining. Your names will be in the credits for the next live stream. And of course, by then we'll have even more even more patrons who are not listed in the credits, to whom I will be apologizing.
That's it. That's your first patron reward.
That's right. Your first patron reward is you get an apology. Welcome to Patreon apology.
Welcome to Patreon. Please.
Sorry, I didn't put you in the credits. Anyway. I'm getting super giggly, which means that I'm super hungry. So we're gonna go and find some space nachos.
Space nachos.
Space nachos.
Yay! And then I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, we are cooked. We're gonna go back to our spaceship, grab our space dogs, and take a nice long nap. We love you guys. Thank you so much for being amazing. I will see you not next week, but the one after. Bye.
Go Space Force.
Go Space Force.